We wanted to start fast, you know. It's easier said than done, but they came out and they started off real fast. They were crisp, they were clicking, and, you know, they got us an early lead.
A lot of passes early on. I think it was 13 or 14. It seemed like you were just going to come out and throw a lot of short passes. Is that the game plan?
Trying to take what they gave us. You know, they got two big guys inside. They're very tough up front. We saw what they did to the Saints last week, so we thought we can get some passes early and start running it later.
Todd, you had 20 guys end up on the injury report this week. Talk about the way this group responded.
They played hard. I mean, they played hard. A lot of guys sucked it up and played hard. Some of these guys are still nicked up. Probably be like that all year, but they came through, they studied, they played like professionals, and they showed up for each other.
You ever surprised by anything Vonnie David does at this point?
Not really. He's our warrior. He's our captain over there, and, you know, he gets things done.
6 sacks today. How's that feel?
It's better than the last 2 weeks. I thought we were getting back there, getting some pressure. It's good to finally get some. We just got to keep it up.
Todd, they had the big Saquon Barkley run to start the second half, getting tight and making it closer game. What did it do for your offense to answer with the score and kind of keep them in lane?
It was huge. You know, we knew they weren't going to lay down and quit. He got a big run. They scored on that play for our offense to answer, took some of the air out of them, and then we finished it out from there.
I know Rashad White got sick with food poisoning. What was key to being able to get him back out here today as quickly as you did?
Like I said, we got a 1-2 punch. Even Sean got some reps today, but with Rashad and Bucky, it's important that we get both of them reps and have both of them out there and even have them out there at the same time.
Vega got the first sack. Stands the reason he's such a big part of your defense. But what's having him in the middle of the field do for you today?
It was huge because we were getting pressure on the outside in the past, but we weren't getting to push up the middle, and the quarterbacks were stepping up. To have him being able to push the middle and still get pressure from the outside was huge for us.
I know Luke Gedeke in practice this week, but he wasn't able to play. How close is he to getting back, or maybe what kind of did he encounter a setback?
Honestly, not sure. We'll see. You know, we'll see how this week goes. It's a short week, but we'll see.
How important was it to get Mike Evans back on track?
That was huge. First play of the game went to him. You know, when Mike gets going, everything kind of goes from there. They start paying attention to Mike. It opens up a lot of other avenues.
How do you look at this team in the first quarter? You're 3-1. Last week you didn't have the energy to come play, Eric, but they came this week with all the injuries you had. So how do you look at this whole first quarter?
I mean, we had a good first quarter, and that's all it is. You know, a game is 4 quarters, so now we got 3 more quarters to go, and we got to show up and play like that every quarter.
Todd, with this game being on Thursday night, you guys so banged up, but are you just limited to really having walkthroughs this week? How are you?
Well, whether we were healthy or not, because of the shortness of the game, they're going to be walkthroughs, you know, from Sunday to Thursday, and kind of everybody does that. So practice for us, for the most part, Monday and Tuesday will be a walkthrough. Wednesday we'll move around a little bit more.
Running game finally got it going today. Bucky scored his first touchdown. Thoughts on how Bucky played today?
He's playing good. You know, he's got some things to learn, but he's playing good for us. He shows up. He always has some big runs and splash plays, but he's doing the little things right.
Coach, what can you say about the day that Baker Mayfield had? And not just finding Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, but also Trey Palmer and Sterling Shepard.
He made some huge plays. I mean, the ball he threw to Trey was right in there. The DB had great coverage on that one. I think it was Slay, but it was a hell of a catch. It was a hell of a throw. He was sharp all day. He was on point. He scrambled when he needed to and didn't try to make plays with his arm more than his feet, and everything worked out.
The Falcons came back for a win today over the Saints. What type of game are you expecting from a Raheem Morris-led Falcons team on Thursday night?
It's a division game. They're all going to be tough when you play within the division. They're a tough team. They got a lot of talent over there, and we expect a tough game. But, you know, we always get tough games down there.
After falling to a 17-0 hole last week, just how vitally important was it for your team to get off to a fast start on all phases?
It was huge. You know, everybody was trying to get the bitter taste out their mouths. We were focused all week. For us to get going early was important.
How critical was Levante's sack strip when they looked like they had momentum?
It was big time. I would have put them right back in the game. I think if they had got something, it would have been down 1 score if they would have got a touchdown. So for him to get that turnover when he did was huge for us.
How much did it appear that they were limited without their top 2 receivers?
Anytime you lose 2 All-Pros, you're going to be limited a little bit, you know. But, you know, everybody's got injuries this time of year. We're not crying about ours. I'm sure they're not crying about theirs.
Coach, would you consider talk with Fox Network to bring TV12 more frequently to this building?
I don't think I have that kind of clout.
Thank you.